Um, Basically today, just to go into the briefs as to what we have is a situation that has to do with a report that one officer of the Gambia Civil Aviation Authority made a report on the 18th of April 2019 at the New Yundum police station about something that he saw, and that is, according to his report, he saw a decomposed dead body of a human being that has been mutilated and put in 3 separate bags. And because of this, he immediately went to the police station at New Yundum and reported to the police about what he saw. And the police didn't waste any time. They left immediately to the scene to confirm, and then they really confirmed and took this body, which was recovered from the scene, and sent to the Edward Francis Moore Teaching Hospital mortuary for further examination. We also bearing in mind the fact that when this report came, the Gambia Police Force, keeping its record, had understood that a case was reported at Talinding Police Station, where somebody by the name Bintu Barrow had reported that their sister, Mama Barrow, had been missing since on the 10th of March, and he was never seen since then. And the police was able to connect the dots and expanded on the investigation. And then when they expanded the investigation, questions were raised, and then the family was able to tell that most of the time, or oftentimes, when Mama goes out, she usually visits a Marabu by the name Bubakar Jallo, who resides at Banjulindi. And even though they may not be sure if she was out to visit this Marabu, but they believe that oftentimes when she's out, she usually visits this Marabu. And then time went on, the police continued intensifying their search. They continued searching until they were able to understand that this suspect by the name, this Marabu Bubakar Jallo, is hiding somewhere. And the body that was recovered has got something to do with the report that was done at Banjul. And efforts were made with the little resources the Gambia Police Force has, but yet they put in a lot of human resources and efforts into this to ensure that they get to the bottom of this situation. And this has led to the arrest of this Marabu Bubakar Jallo, who was in hiding at Batakungu. He was hiding in Batakungu, but because of the efforts of the police, the police was able to get him at where he is, and he was arrested. And when he was arrested, he was taken to a series of interviews as to the connection between the dead body that was found and the fact that a lady had been visiting him from time to time, and they were able to establish what his knowledge or what his level of involvement was in this whole situation. And then it was found out that the investigations revealed that this guy, the Marabu, Bubakar Jallo, had told the whole story to the police as to how his dealing with Mama Barrow came about up to the point of these incidents that we are here sitting over today. We came to understand from Bubakar Jallo that Mama, of course, is true, as the family had put, that she usually visits him anytime he sees out, and that he was able to confirm that Mama came to his house on the 10th of March, as stated before. And what happened was, when Mama visited him at his house, already there was an issue of monetary transactions. Some cash transactions were in between him and Mama, and because of this, he was it was like Mama was owing him some money up to an amount of $150,000. And this $150,000 was what he was requesting from Mama at the time. But it happens that Mama was, in his own opinion, Mama was not giving him sufficient explanation as to the whereabouts of this cash amount of $150,000. And then a fight ensued in between him and Mama, where he beat Mama on the, he hit Mama on the head, somewhere on the back of the head, and then she fell down. And according to him, when she fell down, knowing that Mama is somebody with a hefty build, he decided to jump on her while she fell down on the ground and hold on her neck and throat. And then the pressure and all of that resulted to Mama suffocating and dying as a result of the handling that he was doing of her neck on the ground. When the lady died, eventually she was left with no option as to what to do about the body. And in this situation, something clicked on, and that is he was having a knife at hand in the room, and then some wild imaginations came up, which resulted him taking this knife, mutilating the body, cutting it into pieces, for the purpose of being able to dispose it conveniently. And this he did by putting some part of the body in one sack and some other parts in the other sack, and the third sack, the other part of the remaining body. And then he hired a taxi, and then with this taxi, he was able to go to the airport dumping site where he disposed of the body and went his way into hiding. The police were able to investigate this situation until they were able to get to the bottom of the matter, until the Marabu Boubacar Jallow explained all this scenario to the Gambia Police Force over the weekend. This whole thing happened over this past weekend. And as we speak right now, Boubacar Jallow has been charged with murder contrary to Section 187 of the Criminal Code laws of the Gambia. And we'll probably give you an opportunity to see him after this briefing here. But one thing we want to spell out in this investigation, which is very crucial, is the role of the general public in the unveiling of what has happened as far as this case is concerned. We want to commend the effort of a taxi driver whose name we will go on public with, Lamin Marab. He's a taxi driver who played a crucial role, because the first thing that happens when the Marabu wanted to dispose of the body, he called this taxi driver and said, "Come and help. I have a charity that I am giving, and this charity is in the form of meat, but it's not supposed to be eaten by anybody. I have already done all the rituals that I have to do, and now what I'm about to do is just to throw the body away because it's not of any use to people. I have already taken it through all the rituals that I wanted to." So the guy came and then realized the body language, the gestures, and all the suspicion that he was going through really doesn't tell well about him. And more so, he even told him that when we are going to throw this body, I don't want you to pass through any checkpoint, any police or security checkpoint. I want you to take me through on a road that will be able to avoid all the checkpoints so we can go and dispose the body. So the taxi driver, that ring an alarm in the taxi driver, and he's like, "Okay, no problem. Just give me a call and then I will come over and do this for you." But immediately he did that, he went straight to the police station at Farado and made a report citing all the telephone numbers and all the details of the Marabuma. This really was very crucial in this investigation, because when the police put the bits and pieces together with all the efforts and the human efforts that they were doing, this thing really helped in connecting the dots and enabling the police arrest this individual and get to the bottom. So we definitely congratulate and definitely commend the efforts of this taxi driver and urge all the other taxi drivers that are applying the route to be patriotic to this extent. Anytime something happens like this, they should be able to report to the general public.